Hello again, Alice Cooper Review people. We're talking really fast because YouTube told us last week that 14 minutes was the tops and we couldn't fit it all in.
Actually, we did do the video last week for The Last Temptation, and we got to gushing over Alice's album because this was like the album that said, he's back.
This was the album that said, I'm Alice, I'm alive, and I'm relevant.
And we love it.
And we love it. We adore it.
So we got to gushing, and it ended up over 15 minutes was the video, and people told us different ways to be able to get past YouTube and get that uploaded, but it never worked, so we have to redo it.
And we didn't think any of you would be interested enough to sit there for that long, so on with the show. The Last Temptation from 1994, coming off the heels of Hey Stupid.
Yeah, this album is great. This is the first album since, we'll say Dada. Well, actually, outside of Dada, this is the first album since the 70s that sounds like Alice Cooper.
I think, without a shadow of a doubt, this is Alice's best album since From the Inside. It tells a great story, and lyrically, it's top-notch lyrically. The songs all fit. It's just a terrific album.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This, you know, a lot of people don't even know this album because, like at the concerts, a lot of Alice's old fans didn't seem to even realize that he ever made an album after Trash.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We met a lady who didn't even know that he'd done anything post-Trash and thought that some of the handful of songs he had done live, she thought they dusted off really well and she didn't even know what they were, which is very sad.
Yeah, and for you Alice fans that didn't know he'd done anything after Trash, you've missed out on some fantastic albums later.
Yeah, there's the internet, you know what I'm saying?
But The Last Temptation is great. My favorite song on this has to be, I think, Lullaby. I love that one.
It's much, much easier for me to say what is not my favourite song in this album, and that would be It's Me. But everything else, depending completely on my mood at the time, I've said is my favourite. But It's Me is the low point. I'm not keen on it, but I do appreciate that it fits into the spirit of the album, but I think it's a bit of a low point on that album.
No, I think the low point is Unholy War. It's just kind of drab.
Unholy War is very Guns N' Roses. It sounds very much like something that Axl and his Merry Men would do. It was actually written, I think, in Totalitary. It was completely written by Chris Cornell of Soundgarden fame and Audioslave, who also did the backup vocals on Stolen Prayer. Take this word and try it on Lullaby.
But this is a great album, and I'd love to hear Alice do some songs off of it. The only one I think we've heard him do live is Lost in America. And
maybe it was Stolen Prayer.
And I like some of the what?
Doesn't matter. Sorry, gone off on a tangent. I'm trying to think of the song Chris Cornell did the backup vocals, or Stolen Prayer or Lullaby. I didn't listen to the album before we did the review, so I don't remember. What were you saying? Well, Lost in America is what we've heard him play live.
Yeah, we hear him do that all the time. Yeah. I would like to hear him do some of the other ones.
Yeah, I think he's done Lost in America every time, which is not a bad thing because it's an anthemic song. It's very much a good live song, but so is Nothing's Free. That would be great.
Yeah.
He could be the ringmaster with his whip and all evil and shit, and it would be really good. But I've only ever seen him do that once, and that was on the Fistful of Alice tour, which a lot of this, or a fair bit of this album was played on, because it was the preceding studio album, but there was no actual tour to promote this album, which is a crying shame because it really was.
That was a great album.
It really deserved a tour, a full-scale tour. It really did.
Yeah, and it's the first of a trilogy. Well, loose trilogy.
Loosely linked trilogy of Christian morality plays, for want of a better word.
Last Temptation, Brutal Planet, and Dragontown. And it also links back to Welcome to My Nightmare, because Stephen.
Well, Stephen was on the end of Hey Stupid as well, at the very end.
Yeah.
And that little eerie little voice at the very end.
Yeah. But you have the whole you know, this song could have been linked directly to the Stephen trilogy on Welcome to My Nightmare.
That's I
Very
read.
carnival-y.
I read recently that about the time of Constrictor, that Alice was working on an album that he might have been going to call Welcome to My Nightmare 2. And I'm wondering if this album was the evolution of that concept that he was working on at that time, at the Constrictor era, because this could be a Welcome to My Nightmare 2, couldn't it?
Yeah, it really could.
It could very easily.
And it's great.
It is. Now we're going to wrap this up so we don't go over 14 minutes.
And then we'll finish this up. And then we have to do Brutal Planet because we have to catch up now.
That's right. And I'm going to let Katie do 90% of the talking because she's got something very special to tell you about Brutal Planet.
Do I?
Yes, you do. And she's going to tell you that in the next video, which I'm sure you're going to be looking at. Just a quick reminder, our website competition is still open. I'm going to be really quick here so we don't go over 10 minutes, but live albums, compilation albums, bootlegs are not included in the 3 albums.
Greatest hits.
I said that. Compilation albums.
Oh.
Not included in the 3 albums that are not on the iPod. Official, studio, new releases. But somebody did make a devilishly clever attempt. Anthony, but thank you anyway. Very, very good attempt by saying the greatest hits, but close, but no cigar for you, dude. But thank you for watching us anyway. We appreciate it.
And until Brutal Planet, bye.
Yeah, we'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye.